Hey everyone, welcome back to Showdown Quickies. So I start off with my Garantula. He starts out with Speed He goes ahead and he Mega Evolves. I throw my Sticky Web. I thought it was faster like a jackass, but I forgot that you don't get the Speed boost until after your Mega Evolve. So I decided to go for another attack instead of switching out. He goes for U-turns, kills me off, goes into a Glider. I decided to go to my Porygon Z because I have Ice Beam. He switches out, goes into his Guja, loses the speed, gets hit with an Ice Beam, doesn't take as much damage as I was hoping for, so I decided to get the hell out of there. Go into my Corselli, he goes for a Draco Meteor, doesn't really do anything, seeing as how it missed. He switches, going to his Gligar, I go for a Toxic, not really having any other option there, wasn't really predicting the switch, so I switch from that, go into my Guja, he goes for Defog, gets rid of Sticky Web. I decide to stay in, go for an Ice Beam, hit his Gardevoir, doesn't do too much damage after a crit, barely does half. He switches, goes into his Porygon to use another Ice Beam, doesn't do any damage really. So I switch, go into my Cresselia, he goes for his own Ice Beam, trying to take out my Guja, doesn't do anything to my Cresselia, and we're kind of both stuck here with our walls. I go for a Toxic and miss, he goes for a Wish, he's obviously going to switch into his Gardevoir, which kind of really blows, because I had already missed the Toxic on the Vaporeon, so now I gotta throw a Toxic on this thing as well, and I can't attack it with my only attacking move, which is Psychic, which doesn't matter because he uses a Trick on me, which locks me into Psychic. So now I'm gonna have to go ahead and stay in apparently. Wow, I thought I switched. Anyway, I stay in, got a cool predict on this Beedrill, hit it with Psychic, did a lot of damage. He then decides to switch, go into a Sneasel, since I'm locked in obviously, doesn't do any damage, finishes me off with a Pursuit as I was running Switch. Not like I really had much of a choice really, as I was stay in or die, or switch or die. Go into Guja for whatever reason, trying to see if I can get a Flamethrower. He goes for Icicle Crash, and finishes me down completely. I go into Porygon Z, go for a Tri-Attack, finishes the Sneasel, he goes into his Guja, I switch into my Glorious, and he goes for a Draco Meteor, which does a shit ton of damage. He decides to switch into his Gligar, I get the hell out of there after that much damage. He stays into Gligar, and I go into my Dolphin, hit that thing with an Ice Shard, does okay damage, but not as much as maybe I was hoping to. He goes for a U-turn, switches into his Vaporeon, I'm fearing his Scald, so I switch and go into my Ampharos here, who's Mega Ampharos, and I try and see if I can go for a move. I actually survive after, getting the Dragon type, but I unfortunately get burned. Luckily I go for a Volt Switch, so I get to do some damage and get out of there and survive, even if it's just for Death Fodder, which is kind of disappointing. Going to Porygon Z, he goes for Protect, doesn't take any damage, but unfortunately after that he's done. I guess he was trying to absorb enough damage afterwards. Staying on Guja, do another Tri-Beam, or sorry, Tri-Attack. He hits me with an Ice Beam. Figured Porygon Z is pretty important, so I switch, go into my Mega Ampharos as Depth Fodder. He misses the Draco Meteor again. Unfortunately, I get hit with the burn and die. He goes into the Gligar, I hit that thing with an Ice Shard, which pretty much kills it, but luckily it was already poisoned, so the poison goes ahead and finishes him off. Then he goes into this Gardevoir. I wasn't really sure what to do. I stay in, thinking I gotta at least take 1 second, go for an Earthquake, manage to finish it off, since it's not really strong defensively. The Scrooger comes in, I hit that thing with an Ice Shard, was hoping I'd do a tiny bit more damage, finish it off, but left it off with 10 HP, and then I go into my Zos that are slow, and I finish him off with a Tri-Attack. He goes into his Beedrill. Luckily, somehow I'm faster with my Choice Scarf, and I finish that thing off with a Tri-Attack. Clutch. Stay fresh.
He moves onward without pause, until the day he completes his great quest.